Hey everybody, welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm happy to be able to be here, let's just say that. It's remarkable how, as a gamer, we could be in the grip of a giant social crisis, and my day-to-day life actually hasn't changed too much. I don't know if saying it's funny is exactly the right words, but I think you understand what I mean. If anything, now I have an excuse to be exactly where I want to be, which is right here with you guys, exploring Azeroth. Today we're going to head to Ironforge because we need to get over to Stormwind, and we're going to take the tram for that, but we're going to stop at the Paladin Trainer. Well, you know, we don't need to stop at the Paladin Trainer, we're going to be heading to the Cathedral of Light anyway, because we have this old Paladin quest that we didn't do in time. Unfortunately, it has turned gray, but we are going to finish it. We might get an ability out of it, so we're definitely going to check it out. And so we got this message from the trainer in Thelsamar, I think. And we need to look for Thorian Rawl in Stormwind. He usually trains paladins in the Cathedral of Light. This is like sheer curiosity. I'm interested and I might do some research to see, since things have been happening worldwide, has the number of players concurrent gone up in MMORPGs? We are loud today. At least it sounds loud to me, but it's probably fine. We need to get to the tram. We can go this way. I still want to do an episode where we read all of the books in the Hall of Explorers. I swear that's going to happen. It'll be the permanently worst rated video on my channel, but that's perfectly alright with me, because we'll probably get a lot out of it for those who are really into the lore. Maybe I'll title that, "This episode is just lore, please don't watch this episode. Do not click." Maybe I'll title it that. Just to be transparent. Yeah, it's looking pretty empty here at the tram today. We've got old Haggy over there. Not sure what he's doing. If that's a mecha gnome, possibly? I really don't know what's up with him. We could go over there and take a look. We run the risk of missing our tram, but it's okay. Just want to get a better look at this guy. I don't really understand what's up with him. Is he a leper gnome? Oh, okay. He's not a mecha gnome. I just thought these just looked like weird metallic eyes. He might be a leper gnome from Nomergon, perhaps? Alright. Let's get on our train, shall we? Looks like we'll be able to maintain the minimum social distance required on the tram today. I'm always tempted to jump off the tram. It's a bad idea. It would probably be quite a long run to get where we had to go. But the temptation is always there, to be able to more slowly check out all the stuff that we can see down here. It's probably something that I did back in 2005 that I'm not going to do today. It's always a much longer ride than I remember. Alright. Let's head out, and first stop is going to be the Temple of Light. Cathedral of Light. And then we have Stormpike's order that goes to Furin Longbeard, who is a Dwarven armorsmith. So that'll be relatively nearby in the Dwarven district, I'm sure. We might want to do that first. As a matter of fact, he might be right here in front of us. That worked out pretty well. A letter from the Dwarven lands. I wonder who would call from so far to the north. Ah, a request from one of the Stormpikes. That's a proud clan full of quality dwarves. Rich ones, too. Thank you. I'll get to work on Mountaineer Stormpike's shield by the end of the day.
Watch your back.
Okay. Well, that didn't go anywhere particularly, but we got some reputation and some experience for it, so that's good. Alright, on to the cathedral. Kind of hoping we have some new abilities to learn as well, if I'm being totally honest. You're not a paladin trainer. We need this guy, if we want to actually learn abilities.
King's honor, friend.
The next rank of Seal of Righteousness, we need that absolutely. Righteous Fury is what allows us to generate more threat. If we were tanking, we would want to have this on. I'm not going to spend our last bit of silver on it right now. Blessing of Freedom would place a blessing on a friendly target, granting immunity to movement impairing effects for 10 seconds. This is useful in PvP. When you don't want people to lock you down and annihilate you, you would be using Blessing of Freedom. Not really useful for us. The next rank of Divine Protection we could use. Again, I'm not going to spend the silver on it because apparently we are still totally broke.
For the Alliance.
It's kind of the story of my life, but, you know. First world problems, I guess.
Light be with you.
See, we have the follow-up already available. This was just to get us here. Okay, here's the actual quest. Here in Stormwind, I am responsible for putting paladins on the path to greater virtue as they devote themselves to the light and defend Azeroth from the Scourge and other threats. The time has come for you to take your first step towards being truly virtuous. If you accept it, I will give you a book of Divinity. In studying it, you shall learn some about the light, and what is expected of you. If you understand it and are capable, then you will succeed in attaining greater abilities. Interesting. Let's see. The Tome of Divinity. This is, I guess, when we click on the book, it starts this quest. In all things, a paladin must reflect the light, which supplements our strength. To strive to be divine for one of our kind does not mean we strive for godhood. We strive to be good in all actions. Although called upon to smite evil in these harsh times, you must always remember that it's aiding others that will truly set you apart from the citizens of Azeroth. Compassionate, patience, bravery, these things mean as much to a paladin as strength in battle. Know this well and never forget it. Okay. That's excellent. I like getting tidbits of class lore like that. I really liked that about the class order halls in Legion. Okay, this guy has another quest for it. We're getting like a little bit of lag of some kind. It's not ability lag.
What What can I do?
There we go. Hello again. How goes your studies of the Tome of Divinity? Then you should be prepared to have yourself tested. There are always tasks to be done throughout the city and our lands. Acts of compassion and understanding. People who need help. Creatures to slay. By proving you have the patience to help others, especially those who are less fortunate, you prove that you are a servant of the light and of sound mind. Your task, then, is to find someone here in Stormwind that is in need of aid. Someone who is pure of heart and motive. Perhaps someone helping others. Perhaps someone in need of a guide. Regardless, the person must have noble intent and be relying on your kindness. Do this and return to me when you are finished. Then we shall discuss more of your path and what it means to be a paladin of the light. Search the trade district of Stormwind for Stephanie Turner.
Be careful.
It's nice of us to at least let us know who we're looking for. Worst case scenario, since we don't have our names turned on for this playthrough, we can target her and see if we can find her. She's going to be in the trade district. Yeah, we need to get these done. We want to stay caught up on our class quest. So now you guys know, do those earlier, because these seem like they would be really easy, some easy experience that we're possibly just missing out on. Alright, somewhere here in the trade quarter. She could be basically anywhere. I wonder if it's going to mark the map for us with a yellow dot when we get close. I almost wish that it wouldn't. At the same time, that could be asking for trouble. Let's head inward. Well... They could have made it really hard, and they didn't, so that's okay. We would have found her, I think, obviously. I just thought that was going to be a little bit more of a search than it was. I don't know why I thought that. Alright, well.
Hello.
Oh, hello, love. How go your adventures? I'm so glad to hear you're doing well. Oh, me? Thank you for asking. I'm doing well, all things considered. The increase in tradesmen has kind of put a damper on the amount of leather and cloth people are willing to part with these days, so it's been tougher to make clothing for the children at the orphanage, but we'll manage. By we, I mean my husband and I. He's up in Ironforge trying to seek help from the citizens there. Bless their hearts, most of them have no families because of the scourge attacks in the last decade. My husband John collects the materials for me to make the shirts and pants for the children, but I haven't even had time to do that. I've been too focused on keeping food on their plates and a roof over their heads. What's that? You'd be willing to help? Oh, thank the light, and thank you. If you could bring me some linen cloth so I can sew clothes for the kids, that would help me out so much. 10 linen cloth.
See you later.
Have I sold all of our cloth? I have not sold all of our cloth. Look at that.
How are you?
That was pure luck. I hope my John is having better luck in Ironforge. He so dislikes his trips there because it leaves the kids and me alone. But he knows it must be done, so he's so kind-hearted. Some years have been easier than others, but this one's been rougher by far. It's almost as though something in the air is signaling a huge change. Who knows, though? The children will be so pleased, and you've saved me so much time. I'll now be able to focus on the children's other needs, and hopefully my John will be able to return home sooner than we thought. Thank you again. I knew I could rely on the charity of others, and the light to be with you. I'll take these to the children this very day. Please be safe, good paladin. It is not often women of your character show their face in the city, but you've proven that the paladins here in Stormwind shall never turn their backs on those in need. Farewell.
Have a good one.
So that was fairly simple, and probably would have been worth quite a bit of experience had we completed it at a much earlier time.
Well met.
You returned so quickly. And what have you accomplished in your time away from the cathedral? Have you helped a noble cause? Perhaps you've learned the value of charity or some more about your obligations to the citizens of Azeroth. Tell me, who have you helped and how? Well, I'm impressed. Those are surely the actions of one who follows the light and values others above oneself. Such sacrifice will always be rewarded in time. So we sacrifice some cloth, I guess? Okay, anybody can probably be a paladin, you know, at this level. Take this. It is called the Symbol of Life. You've proven charitable and patient, and now the time has come to see if you're powerful enough to focus one of the light's greatest gifts. My friend Gazin returned recently from an encounter with some Defias and Elwynn near Hero's Vigil. He barely escaped with his life. He's near the altar having his wounds healed by our priest. Take the symbol and speak to him. If you can help him, then we will speak again soon. May you bask in the light's glory.
Go with honor, friend.
Okay, so this guy's over here.
Hi.
Pleasure to meet you, Paladin. Don't mind my wounds. The good priest here can take care of old Gazin this time. I won't be needing the power of that symbol of life you've got there. Not yet, anyway. So, Dithorian sent you to speak to me, huh? Fair enough. I'll tell you exactly what befell me and my friend Hensaa. And with any luck, and some skill on your part, perhaps you can still help us all. Let's see, the Tome of Divinity continued. Hensaa and I made it to Hero's Vigil, an island in the middle of Stonecarn Lake in northeastern Elwynn. We'd heard the Defias had infiltrated our borders, and we wanted proof to take to the king's advisors. We caught sight of a couple of the scum going over some documents, and we attacked. Unfortunately, we were quickly overwhelmed by more of the mages. Hensaa held them off for me while I escaped. The daft fool, going and being brave. He's out there now, Hensaa is. Can you help us? Take the symbol of life and resurrect Hensaa. Spoiler alert. Hensaa's dead, guys.
Safe travels.
But yeah, we can do that. Hey, look, we're gonna get experience for this one. We're gonna keep at this. That's kind of the positive thing about doing it like this. You know, it's not good to have great quests, but now we get to kind of do a chunk of it all at once. As opposed to, had we done it when it was orange or yellow, the subsequent quests might have been too difficult to immediately do. Well, not the cloth one, but maybe this one, I guess. We'll see. We'll see how much of this we can get done. It's been a relief to, and I don't want to jinx it, but it's been a relief to see General in trade chat free of a certain topic. I was wondering how that would be, and I'm actually quite pleased and proud so far of Classic's player base. Okay, here we are in the middle of Stonecarn Lake. It's an unnecessary amount of jumping out of the water. Alright, these guys are not a problem. In fact, we are so high level that they probably won't even aggro unless we walk right on top of them. But we're looking for someone to resurrect. And it looks like we found his... No, we found a copper vein.
That's still recharging.
Well, we could still grab the copper vein. Although it would be, you know, a better play if I clicked it a couple more times. Or one more time. Alright, so that doesn't really leave us with much. Let's keep exploring. Maybe we just take some of these guys out. Ah, look, there he is. Off in the distance on the hill. And we had an item we had to use on him, I think. Here it is. Let's see. Thank you. Seeing you wield the symbol of life, may I assume Dithorian or Gazan sent you? I fell to the Defias spellcasters while Gazan and I tried to get their plans from them. I was able to hold on long enough to allow Gazan to escape, but in the end, their magics overwhelmed me. But you were able to bring me back. The ability to use the symbol doesn't come to just anyone. It bodes well for you that you were able to empower it with your own faith. We'll have time to talk more about the symbol at a later time. What's important now is to get those papers we saw the Defias going over. If we can get our hands on them, we'll be able to prove the Defias have infiltrated Elwynn and hopefully gain some insight into what their plans are. I'm in no shape for battle as of now. Do you think you're strong enough to get those papers from the Defias here on the island? Yeah. If you're able to get them, bring them back to Gazan and let him know I'm alright. Fair enough. Yeah, we could do that. We've already been taking these guys out. I'm not sure where the papers are going to be.
I need to get closer.
I'm almost wondering if it's like a random drop off of one of them. Yeah, it definitely is. Let's make some room. That was foolish of me. Probably get rid of this milk would be okay. Can we read this? Yes, we can. Oh, it's going to be on this kind of font. I dislike this font. Difficult to read. The plan is set in motion. Take that once great bastion of faith, Heroes Vigil, as our base camp, and we'll begin to move reinforcements to you from Westfall once you have sent word that it has been suitably prepared. The area is all but forgotten to the citizens and soldiers of Stormwind, and should prove a perfect staging point for our attacks. The Defias will take back Stormwind. I await your response. Yeah, that seems a little dire. We want to go ahead and we're gonna have to go all the way back to Stormwind to report this, so I will see you guys there.
What's on your mind?
Is Hensaa safe? Were you successful? Between your skill with a weapon and the power of the light, I'd imagine Heroes Vigil is safe from any Defias threat, but that's for the king and his advisors to say. Wonderful! You made it, and saved Hensaa. The light is with you for sure. I'll take the script to the king's advisors after Dithorian's taken a look at them, but in the meantime, you should go speak to Dithorian now. He'll be wanting to pat you on the back for sure. Thank you again. I hope we meet again. Surely you're an ally I'm proud to call friend. This is how we get redemption.
See you soon.
So it is a pretty good thing that we came back and did this, because it's how we get our res. We can now resurrect fallen players.
Greetings.
You've done well this day. You should take some pride in what you've accomplished. Even more so, you should be proud of your abilities. Not everyone can use the power of the symbol of life. Calling upon the light to bring back the dead means you're prepared for one of the Paladin's greatest honors, the power of resurrection. You shall have the power to bring back fallen companions, much like you did for Hensaa. Be well. The light shines upon you, and you should welcome it wholly.
Light bless you.
Alright, that's pretty awesome. So we got our Resurrect. Now we're actually ready to do some dungeons. We could probably heal some. We don't have a shield, so tanking is kind of out. We would need to get some more intellect gear if we wanted to run as holy, I think. But anyway, that was good. Let's take a look here. The only quest that we have, guys, is a Deadmines quest. So we need to figure out in the next episode where we are going to go next. I'd appreciate any thoughts you guys might have on a zone we could head to continue our leveling journey. We're going to take a break here. Thank you guys so much for being here today. I really appreciate the support. Make sure that you take care of yourselves out there, and we'll see you right here next time. Bye now.